Hey gang, aloha and welcome to Coco Joe Corner. Today is all about the new moon coming in. The new moon is coming in right after the 4th of July. So July 5th is the day that we need to kind of focus more on what else? Thyself. I know it's kind of hard to do that because we got so many things going on. And the last 6 months is finally done. So July is a time like what it is a celebration of independence. And so take this month of July to really focus on thyself. You're going to have a lot of chaos going on, and especially in the outer world, which I mean, the outer world is really about your everyday life. We can't run away from the politics. We can't run away from the government. We can't run away from people, and we can't run away from everyday things. But this is the time that we have to bring in thyself into the picture, because it's going to be coming into a huge rat race. I mean, let me tell you, it literally happened this past week where I kept on feeling an energy of different. I'm sleeping, I'm like, okay, I can feel it, I can hear it, I can smell that there is another thing in here, in my house. And so luckily I have this thing called Zap, and it zapped out my, not one, because I thought about it and I felt it. I said, there must be another one. They come in twos. And so I don't know, but it felt good to zap these two rats out of my house. Which means sometimes in life, you see these things that happens that never happens, or maybe sometime in a great while, why these rodents or why these certain creatures comes into your life, because it symbolizes things that you need to get rid of. You can't just keep on, like I said, one thing about the new moon is bringing in new intention. So hopefully, because I got rid of a lot of energies in June's full moon, because July is the start of really focusing your energy for the second half of 2024. Because if we get so crazy into November, in the holiday season, right? So after summer, we're understanding what fall is going to come into, which is one of my favorite season of the year, which is spring and fall. And summer is a time that you need to hustle, you need to blood, sweat, literally, and work. Whether it's your job, your career, your business, your family life, your personal life. They always say June bride, right? So there's a lot of these energy that comes in will happen during summer. A lot of people gathering, people this, people that, people's mindset, people's love, people's things. So that's why we have to focus, and there's going to be a lot of distraction during that time, So for me I literally sat here, it was like a puzzle, because flights going out from Hawaii is great, but it's so expensive. And at the same time, you got to connect and this and that. So, what I loved about LA is that it is such a great major point where you can get cheaper flights and cheaper ways to move around on certain dates and stuff like that. So you have the flexibility. And that's why you have to pay attention on what's coming up, because the outer world, like I just mentioned, has so much chaos, whether it's an election, whether it's a change of government. Like you seen in my last video about Biden and what I said about him, that 2024 is not the year for him, literally. And, things of that was really a huge boom, people following, people loving it, people XYZ about it. It slowly starts to unplug. And the goodness of people who work hard, they are going to start to manifest these changes. And so, there is a yin and a yang. And like I said in my last video of last month, like it's a oily, how oil just drips? That's what happens. And if you can see it dripping, and if you can clean it and start paving the way so you can go forward, that's what it's, I know what I'm saying may or may not make sense, but that's what you need to start doing for yourself, is finding out. Sometimes, like, if we want to find out more about ourselves, we have to spend more time with ourselves. And by doing that, we have to start to meditate what is important for the next 6 months. Because being organized and being proactive in you, in creating that, because there's going to be a heavy, like I said, things coming up. This summer is going to be so hot that we need to be really, really careful. Focus. August is a time to stay still. The yin and the yang, the halfway mark of things where it could go this way and it could go this way. Meaning that it could go bad, it could go, or it can go good. November, a lot of fall happened to people because that was the karmic reaction that happened. Is like a boomerang. Boom, 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 boom. And so those that fell down in June is because due to karmic rings of energy, because there is a strong sense of energy that's really, those that are highly sensitive can feel the changes that's happening. I mean, it's like, it's incredible. I mean, one after another, that I literally don't even have to pick up the phone or do really anything. The manifestation is coming in, strongly. And I've just been so busy. I mean, really busy for the last couple months. It's not like I'm not want to, don't want to do this or that. It's just coming in. And those that serving you correctly, meaning your surrounding that's surrounding you correctly, will join you together on a journey. Those are just that it was just there and it's just no longer serves you, will start to dissipate or wash away, because it doesn't need any of that energy because of this frequency that's coming through. And sometimes when we do feel that we have to really focus to get that manifestation, to get your road going, get your roadmap going, because July can go this way and can go this way. So it's a Cancer sign. It's not going to go forward, right? Like a crab, it goes this way, but when it goes horizontally, it still manifests greater and bigger length of your future, whether it's money, whether it's your business, whether it's your love life. It's going to stretch out for a longer journey. And so July is, please focus independently on your self and your wishes. Self-care, self-realization is really the key point to this month's new moon. Get rid of things that no longer serves you. Keep doing it. It's not only during the full moon that you keep on, okay, well, it's a full moon, I'm going to get rid of things that no longer serves you. Don't keep this momentum of cleaning, getting rid of things that no longer serves you. How much, that does it take space or not take space? Getting rid of food that I don't know why, you're like, my mother saves it for I don't know when. And I told her that story about this Chinese family that literally, the grandmother, she kept this noodle that she had made, and apparently it was so old that it poisoned, they all ate, 9 of them, all ate, and 8 of them actually died and only 1 survived. And so really, if you have food or things in your pantry that no longer serves you or expired or is going to expire, either you're going to eat it now or you're going to start to donate, because there's a lot of people that's out there that is hungry, and don't leave things open where rats can come in, rodents can come in, mosquitoes, flies, these kind of things, pests, are really high on the level because of these cosmic energy that's coming out, which are, like I just mentioned, that oil, right? When a grease pit comes out, you're cleaning at the restaurant, this gross stink grease pit, right? Rodents and all that. That's the kind of energies that's, you don't even ask for it, it's coming around. And rats, whether it means people, rats are rats, right? So if people got into some kind of a trouble, some kind of a issue, because maybe somebody rat on you, so be careful of that kind of energy. It's floating all around, right? Whether you are the president or whether you are the former vice president, whether you are, what's happening with Russia and North Korea, they're bestie right now. And, there's a lot of things that's going in, like I mentioned. So if you pour yourself into all of that, at one point, you're going to get too overwhelmed. Like for me, I have a business, I have to keep up with my social media, what have you. But at the same time, when I'm looking at social media, I really am getting sick and tired of looking at all of that. So somehow what I'm just saying is, we're so used to seeing all of that, it becomes a habit. It's okay to do this or that, but then at one point in your life, when you are changing or when you are transitioning, you need to start to change and how to get to this level, the next level, for you to get forward. I hope that makes sense. Really, if you need to reach out to get some self-care, some self-help, whether it's a tarot reading, whether it's an astrology reading, whether it's a medium reading, whether it's a psychic reading, whether it's some kind of reading with going to church or going to, Bible studies, or going to speaking with somebody that you can come out and talk about life without no judgment. Find some leverage of non-judgmental energy, because that's when 3 things was going to start to pop up, which is clarity. It's so important, because if you don't have clarity, you can't go forward to manifest, to receive, and to open up your journey. 2025 is going to be a rough year. And what you make out of 2025, you can go this way, you can go that way. So make sure, prepare yourself for August. August is another time that we have to self-balance ourselves, the yin and the yang, change your bad habits, fix many things so it'll be balanced in your life. Because September is a rebirth of what you bring in the next 2 months. So I hope that makes sense. Lots of energy is moving. I feel sometimes today I almost fainted. It's so weird because every time I go in there, I get this dizzy spell. It was heavy, and it was funny because this dog that came in this afternoon, just we thought the owner said, my dog is crazy, but no, what is it doing? It just falls in my arm and starts sleeping, and we are in our own world. And that's the kind of energy I'm able to bring into my surroundings. Is being control, being who you are, and enjoying that spirit. Don't let other people's energy or other people's influence your life right now, because this is not the time to do it. Believe me. So 7, take it to 7th heaven day. Today is literally a day that really focus in the next 3 days, which is 3 days before, because it's the 5th, so that's 5, 4, 3, 2. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up to 7th heaven day. Gather up all the energy that you need to do, because it's so important to take off. So find your independence, be safe, and make sure that whenever you have time, when you meditate, to put your Achilles heels up so you can get the protection and nobody will pull you down. And that's the kind of what I'm trying to say is, don't let others' energy influence your path of life. So you take care. Stay tuned for more of Coco Jour. What are we doing now? And aloha.